This is the AutoDrill 5000 unit. This is very similar to the machine that you have on your fixture right now. Obviously this chuck is a little bit different than yours, and you can see that the bearings are not pressed in. We're just doing this as an example video for you. Your bearings will be pressed in and the chuck style may be different. But the first thing that you're going to do to remove and switch over to a multiple spindle head is on the bottom side of this drill. You'll see that there are two fasteners that hold the stop collar on. You'll loosen those two fasteners, and this aluminum ring right here will then be removed from the stop collar. You'll slide the stop collar out slightly, and you may have to work at it a little bit, but that aluminum ring needs to be removed from the stop collar. And this will take us just a second to do here. Sometimes it's easier to get a piece of tubing or a piece of pipe and maybe pop it out that way. You'll then push the stop collar back on, but you will not tighten it yet. Your next step is on the front of this unit. Obviously you can see a chuck. It is mounted in a Morse taper spindle. So on the back of the unit you will get yourself a 3/8 inch pusher rod. You can use a piece of threaded rod or whatever you may find that fits through the hole in the spindle. You'll remove your whole motor mount and guard, not your mount, you'll just remove the guarding. You should be able to access the spindle without removing any belts or pulleys or anything like that. You'll put this push rod in until it touches the back of the chuck, and then with a rubber mallet or hammer, and while holding onto the chuck, you will then lightly tap that rod until the chuck comes out. Of course, our chuck was not fully seated. You may have to tap a little harder than that. The next step is we have a special driver that is used to drive the multiple spindle head, and that driver also has a Morse taper shank on the back of it. You will mount that into the spindle. You'll put it in by hand, you'll give it a little turn until it seats in the slot, and then using that rubber mallet, again, you will give it a decent tap. We're not going to hit it too hard, but you'll tap it into the spindle as we're showing right now. The final step is to take your multiple spindle head adapter. This is with or without your multiple spindle head mounted on it, and this adapter, as you can see, is machined inside and out. It will go directly in place of that aluminum ring that you removed earlier. You'll see that it will slide inside the stop collar, and then you will tighten those two fasteners that we loosened before on the bottom of the AutoDrill 5000. You will not tighten those fasteners until you've actually taken this adapter and you've rotated the head into its working position. So in other words, you'll adjust the center to center on the head. You may be running the head at a slight angle or so to make sure that everything is perfectly aligned with your work. And that is the basic step-by-step instructions for going from a single spindle to a multiple spindle head 5000 unit. Please give us a call with any questions. We'd love to help however we can. Thank you.